let me see if I can add. Let's see. I'm going to message. All right, I can see myself there. This looks like the mic is working. I don't even know how to do this in full screen. Need to work through all this. Let's see if that's the dashboard. That's managing. I don't even know how to do full screen with this. Let's see. Share screen. Share. Edit. Nope, we ain't doing that. All right, let me see if I can add him through here, through the stream, and see if we can pop up on the chat. No, it's not gonna. Let me see if I can engage with somebody to add them to the. Let's actually share this video link. Let me go on Facebook right quick. Bam. I already know I'm on Facebook through my stuff. Let me hit up Anthony. Hold on. I don't know why it's taking so long. All right, so those that are popping in, thank y'all. Bear with me as I work through these technical difficulties. This is the thing that we're adjusting for today's episode, episode 2. Had to pivot for today because YouTube was tripping. I'm gonna have to figure out a way that's gonna work. Let me actually edit this post right here with the new link because it be tripping. Paste. All right, that's better. And I actually have to go to the NXG page as well to edit it. Okay, switch into the NXG page. Yeah, it's still giving me a hard time, but I just sent you the link to your inbox for YouTube to see if that works for you. So I know you're on Facebook. See if you can go to your YouTube channel and pop in and let me see if I can add you through there. If not, we can just continue it through Facebook. But I'm gonna go on the NXG Facebook right now and edit the post with the updated link because we want to make sure if those that are on other platforms are popping in. Yes, continue. No, I'm not. Publish original post. I'm trying to make an event. All right, so right, that updated. Now let's go back. All right, let me add you on here. Okay, I see you. Go to channel. Let me see if that works. Channel activity. Go to channel. Pin message. Put user in timeout. That's weird. How do I add you to it? That's the crazy part. Go to channel. This is so crazy. Apologies for the people that are on right now. We are working out through the kinks of YouTube with live streaming. I don't know why it didn't let me add you on here. Share. Okay, I did share it already. Share screen. Nope. Let me see. Go to channel. Pin message. Report. Remove. Put user in timeout. No, I need to add them to the. Oh, okay. Participants. How do I add you to the. All messages are visible. Okay, bet. Let's do timestamps. Yeah, this is tripping. Community moderation. Yeah, those that are bearing with me with YouTube, I apologize for the technical difficulties that this is providing. Okay, I had you as my moderator. Why doesn't it add me or add you to the actual live? You don't have access of this feature. What is that feature? Don't know that feature. Don't know that feature. Don't know that one. Yo, this is tripping me out. Oh, this is kind of whack. I'm sorry for those. It's already taken me 5 minutes to figure this out. You know what, Anthony? Let's actually go through Facebook. So let me add you through Facebook then, because this thing is tripping on me. All right, time to adjust. Let me switch the camera to my face. All right. Let's see, Anthony. Let me bring you on here through here. Let me see. I'll take this off of the stand. All right. All right.
Yo.
All right. How's it going?
Good, man. I know you were having difficulty.
Bro, this thing was tripping. So first and foremost, apologies to those that were waiting for this, because these technical difficulties is crazy. So I'm gonna have to play with it, mess with it ahead of time, so much and so forth. Let me make sure. So those on YouTube, hopefully y'all can hear through. I guess we're gonna have to do another voice thing as well for the YouTube channel, but it's all good. We just gotta be flexible, adapt, and adjust. Just how life does it for us every single day. So yeah, welcome to episode 2 to the dancers, or no, they're not the dancers, the dance lifestyle behind the circle. We have our guest, Anthony Jimenez, aka Blackflash. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell people who you is, a little bit more information, where you reside, the styles of dance you do, so on and so forth.
Okay, cool. Hello, guys. For those who don't know me, my name is Anthony Jimenez, as he said, aka Blackflash. I am 27 years old. I reside in Dallas, Texas. I took some knowledge of styles. I learned breaking at one point. I've done popping at one point. I've done animation and waving, tutting, you name it. But my main style of dance is flexing. What I do currently. Main style of dance, flexing.
Yeah. So cool story is we were messaging last week about like when we first met and stuff, and it's pretty crazy because I've been hearing pretty cool and humbling stories from when I first met dancers years and years ago, when I was first starting my journey, or even like the early years of NXG and stuff. And it's real cool to circle back on some of the moments and memories back then. So if you would like to share some, I guess, like 3 to 5 key points in your own personal dance career that I guess that are highlights for you.
Highlights, damn. Said 5 too. Damn. Okay.
3 to 5. It's what was most memorable.
Ooh, I could say what was most memorable for sure was when I wow, that's a great question. I can definitely tell you. Give me a second. So I think the first one I'll start with was whenever the first Krump versus Flex came around. Now, mind you, at this particular time, when that event came around, you were battling in it too. I wasn't the organizer. It was just Mr. Wow. I'm just, fresh new face, representing flexing. So I could say that was a highlight for me because of, how I did and so forth. Also the amount of training I was doing for that battle and things like that. Second key point in my career so far. Man. Wow. I can say the infamous call-outs. I'm not going to say the name of that call-out, but if you know about the call-out, you should probably know what I'm talking about when I say the call-outs. The infamous call-out, because
I say you should mention it.
Nobody expected. I'm being nice. We're going to play nice today. I'm not on timing today, but understand there was a particular call-out that happened because word around the street is I can't dance, I'm off beat, etc., etc. So that particular call-out, I made a statement. Whether people see it or not, I made a statement. So that's my highlight right there for number 2. And number 3, what was a good one? Damn, number 3, so many. Okay, wow. Dang, I got a lot. I'm stuck at 2. I have so many. I'm
Hey,
stuck at 2.
it's all good. And that's why I don't give my guests like pre set up questions to have your answers ready, because I
Right.
like to do it on the spot, off top. Because when you do it off top, yeah, it causes you to freestyle, but then it causes you to like think back at that moment, and the ones that pop up are usually the biggest moments that are highlights. And from your
Right.
first highlight, I was there to witness it, man, and your battle was dope. Like you went off, you were all about the smoke, and I know it got kind of crazy that day too, where more call outs were starting to pop off, and
Right.
the energy was just crazy. And it was pretty cool too, because even my experience with the battle that I had, like it was pretty intense, and it was pretty cool to learn that my opponent was actually one of the OGs in the game that have been doing it for years and years and
Yep.
years. And it was pretty cool to share the floor with somebody that has been one of like, from the start, like innovators and stuff
Exactly.
like that within the flexing game. So it was a really, really awesome experience, because I didn't know. And that day when we battled and we shared like our expertise and what we did and in our craft, it was pretty cool. And of course too, I had to get down in the ciphers as well before the battles.
Yeah.
Like that's how I am. But yeah, man, your battle that day was dope. I wish we had footage from that first event, because the first Krump versus Flex was amazing. It was a dope
Right.
turnout. The battles were intense. It was really, really fun. Um,
Right.
so now that we talked about like some of your highlights that you think back from your dance career and stuff, one of the things that I wanted to pop into next is like, I guess like, because I know you mentioned that you did some popping, you did some breaking. What elements from the different dance styles do you add to your style today?
I could definitely say, because this is a freshly, when I left this style, it's still fresh. It's actually the one style that I have that's still there. Like I could literally haven't practiced it in a while, and it's like riding a bike to me when I do it. I just can tell, you can tell I'm a little rusty because I haven't practiced it like that. But I can say definitely I use the breaking, the b-boy style for sure, in my flexing. Why? Because in flexing, there's a specific elements called get low, and it's basically floor illusions, hovering, being really illusionist being an illusionist on the floor, doing floor glides, you name it. It's a lot of stuff, and that style, put get low next to a breaking, they are very similar. It's just one style takes out certain extra things, if that makes any sense.
Definitely. So if there was one style of dance that you can, I mean, now modern day is like get a USB and download it to you, what is one style of dance that you really, really like that you would like to add to your craft?
For sure, I could say, I could definitely say house, because outside of breaking and so forth, I definitely like house. I always love house. Actually, I'm actually lying to you right now. You know what I'm lying to you? Light feet. I just had a conversation with somebody about light feet. I actually want to learn light feet, specifically like.
Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna hop into. I know we talked about your moments of your career. Now I want to
Mhm.
hop into what was just off of the top of your head. What is the most craziest battle that you've experienced? Whether it was in the tournament, whether it was a call out, whether it was in the cipher.
I guess you know what. you know what. you know what. It's so funny at this point when I look at all the battles I really did. I mean, all the battles I've actually had have been intense for sure. But honestly, this one was very personal. So I ain't gonna lie. My battle with my battle with Barney, that call was actually the most intense moment for me because it was very heated. Like if you were there, you could feel the tension from the jump. You could feel the tension. So actually, that was my highlight moment as far as craziest battle because it got crazy. It really did got crazy. It did get crazy.
Definitely. What's up, Jeremiah? I see you popping in. Shout out to you, bro. Austin, checking in. I saw John popping in too. He all the way in Vegas. Alan, what up? Hopefully y'all are still on. But yeah, so okay. So with that battle, I know you discussed in the past, like this was like a call out battle. Maybe there's some beef there. I don't know if there's still beef there because I know sometimes in the dance community, you always come across somebody that y'all just don't mesh well. Y'all, there's always a disconnect, and usually those are the battles that are worth seeing in person because it's animosity. You know what I mean? It's real
Right.
beefy. It's real. People will talk. I guess during that battle, what was going on in your head? Like give people like your own like Blackflash's experience and what's going on in your head in that type of battle mode where it's like all beef, all the smoke.
Right. So, now mind you, I will say before I speak on this that I don't have any actual like current issues with Barney because about 10 to 15 minutes after we finished battling, I did have a conversation with him. We said what we needed to say to each other, and we kept it pushing. Not saying we buddies or anything like that, because I'm not gonna act like that's what it is. But we have no current beef as of right now. But during that battle, it was a couple things going through my mind. The first thing I will say is, well, he's a little bit more skilled than me. Not necessarily even more skilled than me. He just has a name. No disrespect to him. He just has a name. He's another face with a name that people have known for a very long time. I'm not the, how do I put this? I'm public enemy number one at this point. Because let's be honest, here in Dallas, and I mean, I'm going to be mindful of how I say this. Here in Dallas, I have a certain amount of people, I have a select group of people that are cool with me. And you got the select few people that are not cool with me for other reasons, whether it's personal, dance, I don't care. That's what it is. So when I went into that battle, the first thing I thought to myself was, battle whatever he's saying, because at this particular point, if they say he won, you know why they're going to say he won. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Second thing for sure, well, he did cross that personal line because the issue we were battling over wasn't even dance related at first. It was more so personal than it. Well, actually, it was dance related, then it became personal at a particular point. And realistically, I could have taken it past dance, but at that particular time, I just got like 2 weeks before we had battled. Actually, about 3 weeks before we had battled, I just got done throwing Krump vs. Flex Volume 2. And I had to think to myself, I'm a business owner now. So as much as I want to act out a certain way because I've been disrespected, not just by him, but by many different people in the community, at a specific point in time, I said, nope, I'm going to just keep it dance. So that's what I went into the battle with, just keep it dance as much as possible. Much as possible.
Definitely. And I do understand too with the generations now, I mean, from the events that I've gone to too, like when I battle, like my battle energy is real high and it's very like competitive and can come off as beefy. And some new dancers in the scene don't know how it was back then to where like that's what real battle energy is. And some people take it the wrong way where it's too cocky or too like up in your face. And I know you said that you're the type of dancer as well where you're a battlehead, like you like getting in people's face, not so much like you're putting hands on them or anything, but like you're in that phase to where it's like you're just giving off that raw energy, that raw feel.
Exactly.
So what is your perspective or opinion of battles nowadays, whether it's in the tournaments, whether it's in the ciphers, so on and so forth within the culture?
I'm glad you said that because I will say for sure, and this is not even just Dallas. I'm not gonna say because I love my community. I love my community. Don't get twisted. It's not just a Dallas thing because I noticed this honestly everywhere in certain places. At least not on the East Coast. The East Coast is very different. If you've never been to the East Coast, you should probably start traveling over there and see how it's like. Their culture is a little bit different. But one thing I can say for sure, when I got into flexing, I can definitely say it taught me mental toughness. And it actually made me sit back and just not even listen to flexing, just look at battles and be like, whenever y'all get upset about, somebody touching you in a battle, depending on the context of it, because that's important too. You can't just be out of pocket completely. It's a battle, of course, but you can't be out of pocket as well either. But what I've noticed is dancers as a whole have gotten soft. Sorry to say, but that's just what it is. Y'all have gotten soft. Trust me, I was one of them. But again, when I got into flexing, I learned how to toughen up. I actually learned how do I put this? That stuff that I used to experience as a kid, being bullied and stuff like that, growing up until I was my freshman year of high school, I learned how to fight against that when I'm in the ring. So that's the mindset I go in with when I battle personally. When I'm in the ring, I beat on you because you're not going to beat on me. Does that make sense? But not everybody sees it that way. So that's what I noticed. And so even in tournaments, and actually not funny, I lied. In tournaments, the judges want that preppy stuff. And that's fine. That's what the tournament's for, I guess. But in the cipher, that's raw energy. So there's no showcase rounds. Throw some heat or stop battling in this week. You're wasting my time. And probably everybody else's time that's watching. So
Definitely, definitely. Because I know for sure, and of course, there, like, since I do teach in studios in the school, I do teach the two different sides of dance. Where, well, there's a lot of different umbrellas within dance. Whether it's the performing side, the teaching side, the battle side, the showcase side, the exhibition side. Like, there's a lot of different avenues to go in, and it's just educating them in every single one and just letting them know, like, these are the different tier levels for each category. But just know too, like, when you go into the battle realm, like within the street dance culture and stuff, you have to prepare yourself mentally, physically,
right.
emotionally, because that's another thing too, where I have seen battles where it does get heated and some people cannot take the heat that they dish out, and they're so quick to whether put hands on somebody or it turns into something more than just dance.
Right, exactly.
So segueing into the next topic, or transitioning into the next topic, what are some battles that you think personally you want to see within the dancers in Texas that you have seen? Name like three. Like three. It could be any style.
Okay, you know, funny. This is just like mock battles because these are actually not set in stone. This kind of something that I had in mind for next year when I do events for next year. One battle I can say is most of y'all probably don't know him if you're not familiar with the flexing culture. Is a guy. He's a young guy. He's my age. His name is Finesse, and he's known for his angles and stuff like that, and his raw energy. He don't care who you're He don't care who you battling. He'll give you the smoke if he wants to give you the smoke. And I wanted to see him against Zenith from Dallas. Zenith actually, I had a conversation with him a while back, and yeah, that's kind of a battle that I saw happening for sure. That's a battle I see happening. Another battle I'd like to see happen is Haley Summers versus a female flex dancer named Emotions. If you're not familiar with Emotions, look up Emotions versus Stage, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That's another battle that came to mind. I was like, that's going to be a vibey battle. You're going to see some emotion pull from that battle for sure.
And one more.
Oh, and then this one is going to be funny. The homie Canvas, I wanted to see Canvas actually at one point versus a flex dancer named Spitz. Because Canvas always talks about that battle, but that's a battle that I know Canvas will get a push out of. All the battles I just named, by the way, all these three battles I just named, I know those dancers here in Texas will get a push from the East Coast. For sure.
Definitely. No, that's good. I mean, and these are the things too. It's like when I feel like when people match up other dancers and stuff, it's because it's kind of like their fantasy draft. Like they want to see like battles,
right.
And it's not so much to where you want somebody to get clowned on or anything. It's more like, I think this person will be a challenging battle for this person. And I think a lot of people need to understand too that there's kind of like a sense of admiration with when you do mock up battles, because it's like, hey, you're dope. I would like to see you go against another dope person that I think will be a good matchup for you. Because I feel like a lot of people, especially with call outs and stuff like that, because with me growing up into the scene is like, if I'm calling you out, I'm either trying to test myself to be better, or I want to test you because you got a name. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it is within the street dance culture. And looking back and stuff, I had no remorse for who I battled. Like, I don't care if you had a name. I don't care if what skill level you were. I mean, majority of my dance career, I battled a lot of people that were better than me. And majority of my dance career
Right.
too, the tournaments that I've competed in, I beat a lot of dancers that were better than me. I mean, there's a lot of dancers that are far greater than myself. And it's kind of like one of the things too is methodology. I know a lot of dancers have their own methods and their own ways they train because it is very mental. What is, I guess, your perspective when it's talking about that stuff on how you go into battles, knowing when the person that you're battling is a higher skill level than yourself,
Right.
as
So,
opposed to
it's
somebody
funny.
opposite? Yeah.
Right. So, it's funny how even why, especially in exhibition, you won't see this in tournaments. In tournaments, for me, I train for tournaments, yes, but I've also learned from very different people that you don't have to train for tournaments. So you don't have to train to the point where you're trying to do set after set after set, because eventually you're going to tire yourself out mentally. By the time you do your next thing, you're going to be like, I'm out of moves. When in our reality, you should be training. When it comes to tournaments, you should be training the muscle memory more than anything. Because if you have the muscle memory and you're constantly training, you won't have to worry about a tournament setting. You'll actually be fine. Like, prime example, another thing I forgot to mention, affirmations. That's the biggest thing. I also speak about certain things on a daily to myself to remind myself, hey, I'm going to do this, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. Prime example, I had this tournament I did like about 2 weeks before my birthday, and I kept telling myself prior that I was going to go to the finals or finals. And because of that, speaking myself into that, but also training as well, because I also was training heavy prior. Like, I was training for another event that I didn't do well at. But when I came back, I took all the knowledge I learned from that event, and I was just, practicing it. Then eventually that tournament came, and I actually made finals. Lost, but it's the fact that I said I made finals. I was like, okay, we're there.
That's good.
We're there. So that's tournaments, right? Now with exhibitions, what I'm going to tell you guys, I learned where I got this mindset is from watching dancers like Arsenal, who I'm in a team with, by the way, now currently, and learning from CJ Ray as well. CJ Ray is also a teacher of mine, so I learned the mindset of in exhibitions, especially set battles. Even we call it set battles. We don't call it exhibition. We call it set battles. In set battles, if you can get an A on the test, why not study? That's the mindset I always have when it comes to exhibitions or set battles. Prep, no matter what. Now, there's certain battles where I decided to be like, I'm just going to be lazy and not prep for it and still won because I know the skill level. It's not like for example, I couldn't just go into a battle with Crow knowing damn well I have to train because Crow is not somebody you just don't laugh for. Crow is just at a certain level where you have to have a certain amount of energy and still for him. Otherwise, you're going to get chewed out the entire battle. So that's the mindset. Know who you're battling. Always know who you're battling. Study footages of them. That's kind of the thing I heard in sports too. Studying the playbook, the scouting report, things like that. So
Definitely. And you dropped a lot of gems on that one. So I hope people definitely were paying attention for that. All right. Now we're going to go into our final part of the discussion for the interview. And that's going to be, that's going to be the Krump versus Flex Volume 3.
Yeah. This is going to be good. Oh, man. I will say we did make a change to the lineup. Just a small change, but y'all will know about that in the next couple of days. And actually, I want to start off. Let me actually talk about the history of Krump versus Flex a little bit. So when Krump versus Flex was, first made, obviously I wasn't the co-owner at that particular point. Like I said, I was a battler in the first one. And the reason why Lyle had started the event was because of his relationship with Venom at the particular time. And they, saw something that they could do together. So they started Krump versus Flex to, bring a different type of awareness to a different style. Not just bring awareness to Krump, but bring a different type of awareness to flexing. Because obviously here in Texas, outside of what I do now, some of the other dancers in Houston and things like that, nobody else really knows what flexing is. So that's what our goal bring awareness of flexing, but not just bring awareness, also bring people into the environment so they can experience something different. So after that first event, the next day came for the second half. That didn't go well, and other things didn't go well behind the scenes of that first event. And then that event stopped, and then me and Mr. Wow, about a couple of months after, had a conversation. And I was thinking to myself, we need to keep this going, because one thing I remember, I forget who Silo was talking to about this. I just heard it. I don't remember how I heard it, but it was said out loud. I forget how. And basically, he had said, if you don't like what's currently going on in your community, add to it or something along those lines. Basically, contribute, add something to it, something that will bring the results you want for the community per se. I can't remember exactly how it was said, but that's kind of what I got from it. And that's when I told Wow, hey, let's keep Krump vs. Flex going. And what's funny is Wow was very skeptical at first whenever we were in the process of doing Volume 2. And then once I started calling him every day, because I harassed him. I was on the phone with him at like 7 in the morning. He's at work. He probably was like, why is this dude calling? I harassed him because how serious I was about that. And then that's what led to Krump vs. Flex Volume 2. Me calling him every day, making certain plans for certain dancers and things like that. And, the venue, you name it. That's why I was very serious about that. So with Volume 3, we've added the lineup's actually a little bit different than, before. A little bit different. But I'm excited because I think y'all going to like it too, honestly. And, instead of us doing a short tournament, we're going to do for the Cypher Slayer, we're going to make it prelims to top 8. Meaning you're going to cipher, and one of the judges will be picking, who they want in the top 8. And there'll be 2 judges, by the way. I'm not going to get into that right now because y'all are going to see that information released in a few days. But there'll be 2 judges for that. And then we'll have about 7 exhibition battles in total. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of that. I would like to reveal some of the battles yet, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to give y'all going to see it on my page. Just look at my Instagram. You're going to see the battles released.
Has there been any flyers released yet on any exhibitions?
If you go on my Facebook, I actually put it in a few pages. I put it in the are you part of the Texas All-Style Dancers page?
Yeah.
I put it in there as well.
But by the time I get home, I got notifications, and when I get home, sometimes I'm already clocked out. Like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
We just had. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I put on my personal page. If you go on my personal page, you'll see some of the battles that are up right now. I throw them on there on Facebook because I don't know what audiences are not on Instagram, so I just threw all the battles on Facebook so you can see it. All
right, so the ones that you did release, just put it on the live for those that are already here watching.
Okay, for sure. So, but I gotta make sure I remember this all correctly. Some battles this time. So we have Victro versus Boss. It's a rookie battle / up and coming battle. They're not really rookies. These are the dancers that well, one of them is a rookie. At least in the front court, he's a rookie. When he's an up and coming rookie, he's doing good. You know what I'm saying? I got to meet him a few years back doing a whole different style a while back. Then he got into Krump, and then he was a part of another fam at some point. And yeah, he's been doing good. He's just doing what he got to do. He's training, he's labbing. He's excelling at Krump, from my understanding. So he's doing good. And Victro, one of the names of the battle for the flexing side, he's actually, when I started doing flexing in 2021, when I started, taking classes from CJ and so forth, he was one of the people that kind of, not necessarily was watching me do these classes, but he happened to be there. So what ended up happening was I started teaching him a little bit of what I was doing, and basically he became one of my students. And he kind of, and obviously I'm not I'm not a master teacher, by the way, just to get that out of the way. I'm somebody who, is still learning. But if I have information, I'm going to give it to you. That's kind of always my mindset. I'm not gatekeeping anything from anybody. If you want the information, I can say to the teachers that I, work with, or I can give you the knowledge if I know the knowledge personally myself. So that's one thing I'm excited about for you guys to see my student, because my student actually is a great representation of me, plus the other students that I, work with. Even now I'm kind of wintry with battling, but I can't wait to see him next year. Hopefully next year we'll get him out. Protex is also one of my students as well, and I'm excited to see where he goes with it as well. So that's battle number one. Battle number two is the girl battle, actually. And you know what's funny? This battle particularly, me and Moa had to talk about this already prior, but after this girl battle, the goal at some point, we'll see where we get with this. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, we'll see. We're going to see. We're probably going to do it all girls battle. I'd like to see it actually an all females lineup where it's all female flexors versus all female crumpers. So I have some ideas. That's it.
Hey,
definitely have some ideas.
Hey, for volume 4, let me know, because this one and done fam that we have, bro, these girls that
I see it.
The girls that we training, bro.
I know, bro. I haven't seen you. I'm like, yeah,
bro, bro,
good.
and we got some up and coming right now that we training, and shout out to Mystery, shout out to Jinx. They working, proud of them.
Yeah.
So those are the only 2 that you released so far.
No, I'm going to tell you the rest. So I got that battle. Then I have Replay versus Rugrats. Rugrat is actually from VA. He's under the 9 fam. He's a part of the 9 fam. 9 from VA. He's part of that fam over there. And he's another up-and-comer, but he's also been doing well, Krump and stuff like that as well. And some of these battles, also keep in mind, when I picked some of these battles, I had to really sit down and be like, okay, I want similarities. Not necessarily they do the same style, but it's just the similarities, how they move and things like that. That's what I wanted most with all these battles that I picked and how I picked them. So there was that battle, Replay versus Rugrat. Replay is actually one of CJ Ray's students as well, actually, funny enough. I was one of CJ Ray's students as well. And after that battle, we have, I had a lot of lineups for this one. That's battle number 3. Battle number 4, we have T Smooth versus Al. Yeah. Yeah. Now T Smooth, obviously, if you've been to Houston or you've seen T Smooth around, you know who he is by now. So I'm not even gonna give him too much introduction. Same with Hour. Unfortunately for me, I'm still getting my round for Hour for that last time. But Hour needs no introduction either. Hour definitely, if you know Hour, you should know by now his rep. So I don't even got to get into that either. But yeah, that's gonna be a great battle for sure.
Yeah. No, but I'm really happy with what you are doing with that platform, man. Because me and Mr. Wild definitely talked about like his event, Look at the Dice, and doing a tour with it in different cities and stuff. Because I told him the concept is amazing. It's a beautiful concept. It's a new concept. It's something that changes the vibe of stuff. And I know when he had me out there, it's because I had won one of the Luck of the Dice. That's why I was able to judge and to be a battle for the first Krump versus Flex. But then it's good to see that you helped and you joined the team to coordinate with him to bring more things to life.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then the other battles that I have out there for y'all as well, I have you're familiar with these faces too. That's why I can't wait for y'all to see these battles in person. It's gonna be great. Next one I have Exorcist versus Confidence.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's another one that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
And definitely, like when you get all the flyers and stuff, just inbox them to me because I have some viewers on YouTube already like asking for information. So we'll post that on our communities.
Okay.
We'll post that on our communities tab on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, and we'll help y'all promote as much as we can.
Sounds good. Definitely. I will definitely send that to you as well. And then the next battle, because I'm not releasing the other for now. I'm not going to release it for now. We have Finesse versus Heartless. Yeah, Finesse versus Heartless. That's going to be a good one. I can't wait for that. That's going to be good.
Heartless is cold, man. He's... Yeah, these lineups are really good. Really, really good.
Yeah.
And if
the
people...
last one...
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the last one I'm not releasing yet due to a little change up. But other than that, y'all will see soon when I will send that to you. Y'all send on my page too when it's final. So
Definitely. And also too, like, I'm not sure if y'all release footage of the battles from part two, but is there anywhere that
We
anybody can?
did.
Okay.
We did. It's on our YouTube. I'll send a link to you personally.
Yeah.
But we did. I actually posted it on my Instagram and it was released. However, the battles are not. It was it didn't get recorded separately. Recorded all in one. So for anybody who watches the battles, whatever, I give the links to influence. Start the time at 57:40 to 50 because that's when the battles start. Sorry about that one.
Yeah. Because I think that's what's gonna help with y'all's events as well, is like people to see the previous battles that happened, as well as like a promo video for the next one. Like, especially in this day and age, like you need all those promos that you can get for people to be educated, to see, oh dang, like that actually looks pretty cool. Like I'm gonna go check out the next one.
Right.
Yeah. So Jen, I mean, I'm over here overworked, like teaching over 10 hours a day and then coaching right after that. And then for those of y'all that are on the live that did compete at the last event that we hosted with the Sky Bar, I finally finished editing all the videos, so you will see them released on our YouTube channel, and we will be uploading them on Facebook as well. So be on the eye for that, and we do have the next one coming. Right now, we're just waiting on the owner to release whatever date we're gonna do it on. And if you can make it out, bro, we'll keep you posted.
Let me know.
Yeah.
You post, I'll definitely pop out.
Yeah, definitely. With this owner, he's been awesome so far and working with us, and he wants us there, which is really good because it's like you don't come across a lot of people that are willing to sponsor these events where they're paying the judges, paying the DJ, paying the cash prizes. Like they're literally sponsoring the whole event and letting us use the space. Like a lot of people don't understand the complexity or how much they're actually offering, because some dancers out there they too worried about, oh, we want to do it for by ourselves because we want all the glory, we want to be known as the main people to host. And it's like, sometimes you have to bite the bullet and work with people and collaborate to make it bigger and better than what you think it is. Because at the end of the day, what we like to preach in our crew is we is greater than me. A lot of the reason why our events in the past, NXG flows so well, is because it's a team. It's not just me. It's a whole team that puts things together. And you could probably say the same with you and Mr. Wow with y'all's events.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's gonna be figured out what specific, like, so one thing I can say is it has to be 50-50. If we're gonna do this, it has to be 50-50. So I'm gonna take care of one thing, XYZ, he's gonna take care of the other thing. And then whatever in the middle, think of that. But yes, actually how it's been working so far.
That's amazing. Partnerships work. Shout out to Al Watson, pun for y'all. For those of y'all that don't know, Godfather of the South for Krump. Me and him, kind of like the same instance where he created Immortal Buck with Antics, and it had its ups and downs through the years, and I just kept pestering them, like kept bothering them, like, no, you need to keep this. This is an amazing concept. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then this year has been the most successful year we've had with Immortal Buck. The championship's coming. It's already next weekend. It's going to be crazy. And then the weekend after that is Krump versus Flex. So if you think about it, people that are on the live, if you cannot make San Antonio, Texas next weekend, go to Dallas, Texas. You're going to experience two cultures collide. Krump versus Flex. Two amazing cultures that are street dance culture, and they're going to go head to head. Like the battles lined up that Blackflash already mentioned are already like their event style battles. Like they're going to be crazy. Definitely reach out to Anthony. He's tagged on the live. He's tagged on my last post as well.
Yep.
Reach out to him if you're interested in learning Flex. You want to get in the culture. You want to just see what the dance is all about. Like this is the whole point of the Dance Lifestyle series, is to interview different dancers who come from different backgrounds, different experiences, different art forms of dance, So it's just giving them the platform to speak up, speak out, go over their experience with the different styles
Right.
that they do, and to ask questions, because these are experts within these different art forms. And as well, my inbox is always open to experience with tutting, waving, popping, krump, hip hop, you name it. I probably dabble in it. But other than that, before we finish and close out, any last words that you want to mention, shout outs, and information about the event, who to contact, so on and so forth. You got the floor, bro.
Okay. If you have any questions on the event, or as Dylan said, if you have interest in learning flexing, seeing what the culture is about, trying to learn the style, things like that, you can hit my inbox. I'm gonna say now, I'm not a qualified teacher, if you will. However, I will tell you exactly who to go to unless I know the information. If I know the information, I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you. If I don't, I'm literally gonna tell you, hey, go see XYZ, XYZ. Because I have all the information of the people and the people associated with flexing that you can go to. That's that. And yeah, as far as the event, just hit my inbox. If you have any questions or want to help with the event in any way at any point too, let me know. What else? And just one thing I can say too is don't be afraid to do anything different. I think that's the one thing I can say about my current journey is I did something different, and I may have gotten alienated for it. But at the same time, I'm okay with that because I'd rather be different than a carbon copy, respectfully.
Yep. And just speaking from experience, bro, I'm telling you right now, despite how it seems outside looking in with NXG, dance crew in general being at the helm of, I would say, keeping the culture alive within our dance community, we have gone through a lot of ups and downs with the community where there is a lot of points where the community, like different communities like the Krump community, hip hop community, and popping community, where we were just head to head the whole time because they didn't agree with how we run things, how we maneuvered, it basically at the end of the day, we stuck to what we did. We stayed creative. We kept our own originality. And it's like sometimes people will always want to fit you in a certain box. And when you don't fit in the certain box that they view, it messes with them or it gets them like freaking out and stuff. But at the end of the day, I can say that NXG stayed true to ourselves. We stayed original. We kept innovating different events. We kept innovating different concepts that we see a lot of events do. Not going to say any names or point any fingers, but it's a form of flattery. I see it as a form of flattery. Like, whether you give shout outs or you give credit to where it's due, it doesn't matter, because when we see it, we're like, okay, thank you. To us, it's like, thank you, because we notice, we notice what you did. We notice what you do, and it's all good. It's a form of flattery. But any other that, besides that, like besides, the stuff in the past is the past. The way we see it is we continue to grow. We continue to make new partnerships. We continue to collaborate with organizations. We continue to collaborate with other leaders in the community. And hey, I want to just throw it out there, Krump versus Flex San Antonio edition. Let me know. NXG, we with it. Luck of the dice, Krump versus Flex. I mean, check the track record. I mean, we've hosted so many successful events in the past, and we just want to keep collaborating and building these platforms.
I'm saying yes, and I'm sure Rob will say yes too. There's no question. We'll talk about it. We'll be in test. No, we'll be in test.
Definitely. I mean, we could throw it on the platform with Immortal Buck, because Immortal Buck's it's a Krump platform. So, yep, I'm ready turning the. Yep. Hey, it can be. I'm telling you, bro. Like right now, a lot of people don't understand how hard me and Al have been working behind the scenes with Immortal Buck. But we've been building this platform to where even after the championship is finished next weekend, we have so many announcements to release for 2025. Like the year isn't even over yet. And I feel like people think the championship is the end all be all, but we just getting started. And that's what I'm telling you. If we collaborate for Krump versus Flex with the Mortal Buck platform next year, bro, we can, to me, the way I see it is duplicating the same platform and doing it for flexing for Texas.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy. I like that. I really actually like that. I'm gonna talk to as soon as I get off it. We get off. I'm calling right now. Calling live right now.
I'm telling you, bro. Like I said, it is what it is. It's all about collaboration, and I feel that we can talk. Me, you, Mr. Wow, and Al. We'll talk about something, and we'll put things in motions for 2025. Like it's about building. That's my thing. Building with other leaders, collaborating with other leaders. And the goal is we is smarter than me. It's not about who gets the credit. It's not about, it's about me. Nope. It's about the community. It's about teamwork. It's about you might have better ideas than I do. Mr. Wild might have better ideas than both of us. Al might have better ideas than all of us combined, and vice versa. And it's like we build ideas like this, and it's like, that was dope. Let's add that. Oh, that was dope. Let's add that. And I'm telling you right now, that's basically what me and Al did with the Mortal Buck platform to make it better. And bro, like when you look at the track record, it was a huge and successful year so far. And I feel like since it was so successful, we definitely need to start branching out into other styles and doing it not just for, our own communities, but the communities of Texas in general. Because I feel like the platform can be duplicated into certain styles of dance, and it can create a huge spectrum for street dance culture in general.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna text you after this. I have something that I was thinking about for a while, but now that he's talking about this now, I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna text you after we get off.
All right, hey, message me everything, and we'll get to building. See, look, everybody that's joining the live. Like even after the discussion, we're already planning to build after this discussion, and this is the whole point of this platform. Is we talk about our history, talk about our experiences, use that to build for the next generation coming.
Yep, most definitely. I'm glad I got the perfect idea ready. I'm gonna talk to you about it. I'm gonna see you.
Message me. But other than that, thank y'all everybody for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Anthony, for setting time apart, aka Blackflash. Those on YouTube, hit us up, contact us. Those on Facebook, same thing. Reach out to us. We're an open book. Any other last words, bro, before we bounce?
I think that's it. Like I said, just stay tuned for any more announcements of the event. And also, the day before the actual event, so the calendar is October 18th, which is a Friday, then October 19th is a meet and greet day. So we're going to have a session of some sorts. We're still working out the details on that. But then the next day, the 19th, is obviously the main day, exhibitions, / tournament, and things like that. So keep that in mind.
Awesome. So Friday is the meet and greet, the 18th, right?
And the 18th meet and greet.
Yeah, and then the next day would be the event for the exhibition battles.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go support the community of Texas. Y'all stay blessed. Take care.
All right.